everyone, morning. I say morning, it's 2 o'clock here. I just woke up because it got a little bit chilly in the truck. I fell asleep after having dinner and didn't leave the heater or anything set up to keep the truck warm overnight. And the chilliness came in here. So, one of the viewers, Products Helper, brought up a really good point on one of my videos where I said, hey, you can see where, you know, where the rates are going up and there's a few more loads. People aren't taking the short-term contracts. And she brought up, I'm not sure if it's a she, I'm assuming. Products Helper brought up that it's probably due to the fact that some drivers are being weather delayed and drivers are stuck and Reno's going to be shut down till Saturday. Very good points. And that brings me to something else I do. I'm not sure how you guys work, but I use an application called MyRadar, and you can see the little blue dot is where I am, and up at the top you can see, why I woke up and said, hey, it's a little chilly in here. This is a really good application. The cool thing is it's giving you live, up-to-date weather, and as I'm driving, if the weather starts looking a little intimidating or, the sky's just changing colors, that kind of thing, this is pretty good. It's relatively accurate. I'm kind of an aviation enthusiast. I'm on track to have my private pilot's license about the time I turn 90 at my current rate. But one of the things you need to know about to get your license is, they actually call it a certificate, you do have to understand weather. And this is a really good application because it'll show you weather at different elevations. But more importantly, I like it for this. I can zoom in on an area and it not only shows you what's happening there in real time, it'll show you up at the top, current weather conditions, what the forecast is. Right now they've got, 70% rain. It's supposed to be sunny on Friday. And so, for example, myself, this is where I am. And for my stalkers, I'll be out of here in a couple hours, so don't even bother. Anyway, so I am actually delivering right by the airport over here. As you can see, I'm just a short drive away, and it's cold, but we should be good for snow. They're expecting rain tonight. If you look up at the top, it says 100% chance of rain, but the little moon there kind of indicates that'll be tonight. If you want more detailed information, you can drag that down, and it'll give you basically like Weather Channel would. But I like this one better for its interactive radar side of it. I think this is really good data, and for yourself as a driver, or if you're a dispatcher or a truck owner, looking out for your driver as you should, this is good stuff. And so this is how I know I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but this is how I trip plan. So I'm picking up in Philadelphia. As you can see, my deadhead is not bad. That's one of the good things of my dispatch. They take into account deadhead when they consider your overall miles. And so, as you can see, it's going to be chilly, and I've got different jackets and sweaters and coats and stuff like that. I've got my now famous 49ers beanie. Anyway, so I'll be able to get in and out of Philadelphia without too much issue. It's just going to be cold, and I'm heading off to Ohio. And so I could check the weather there, as you can see, it is expected to have some weather. Um, there's a 50% chance of snow. It's currently pretty cold. And so if we look at it, you know, they're they're anticipating pretty light snow. I've been to where I'm going before. It's not particularly mountainous or anything, and I should be able to get in and out of there without too much issue. And so this is handy software. It's a handy application. Anyway, so getting back to the point made by Products Helper, um, the comment is that a big reason why Southern California might be really strong right now is because of the weather moving in. I live in Southern California, and if we zoom in to the Southern California market, they're expecting quite a bit of weather through through the weekend. In fact, they're saying Saturday's um, storm should be significant rainfall, and so as you can see, there's definitely high precipitation. The temperature isn't as big a concern as might be how much precipitation they're getting. A article on my timeline said over the weekend they're anticipating more significant rainfall than they've had out of any storm over the last couple of years. And so this is a very good point. Um, I believe the comment was that Reno will be closed until Saturday. And so if we look at Reno, sorry, it takes a minute to line up there. 100% chance of snow. Thursday they have snow. Friday they have snow. And so yes, that also means that the Donner Pass, basically, as you cut across between Reno and Northern California, there's a pass there. They will probably have either a change condition or they will shut the pass down. And so yes, this will trap drivers and this will affect the spot market because loads will be behind and late, with drivers being stuck, and there is a significant amount of weather moving into the West Coast. Anyway, I hope you guys find this little snip useful. This is when I travel and I know there's weather, what I use, especially when I would travel between the Permian Basin and Southern California. You get those crazy monsoons sometimes, and this would kind of show me, hey, it's coming. Just pull over for the next hour; it'll pass. Have lunch or something. But let's get back to the load board and see if it's true. Let's see how much we have in the. We'll refresh it once because it's been sitting there for a while. There's 23 loads in Southern California out of the Ontario area. Looks like there's a couple of team loads. At least they're a little bit over $2 a mile, which in my opinion is kind of an improvement for Amazon. But there's 204 going to Washington. That's probably going to encounter some weather. There's another one going to Washington. There's a little round trip for someone. It's a one-day shot. It's under $2 a mile. There's another one that appears to be the going rate. Here's one that just got unlocked. May go back to the same thing if they're having drivers, get stuck running behind schedule. There's a load going to Oregon. There's a load going to Washington. And so all of those loads going north might lend themselves to the same theory that Products Helper had, in that, the trucks that are coming from that area that might typically be taking these types of loads are now stranded or running behind. So that's a really good point. There's a load going to Idaho for 204 a mile. I think that rate should be a little bit higher, but the market has adjusted a little bit. There's a load going to Aurora, which will also encounter weather. There's a load going to Phoenix. That's pretty cheap still. Phoenix should be a little bit higher than that. There's a team's load going to Oklahoma. You know, the way Amazon will route you, they'll probably try and take you up to 40, which going through Flagstaff will have weather. If I accepted that load, I would probably consider taking the 10. It'll add miles and make your loop longer, but you'll get the load through. You'll be late. You'll get it through, though. It might hit your performance score, but better safe than sorry would be my opinion. And so nonetheless, there are subloads there, not quite as many as there were yesterday and the day before. It has kind of dwindled a little bit. And so that being the case, if weather's affecting, let's see what Sacramento's market looks like. They have 22 loads available. Again, these are power only. There's a little round trip out of Vacaville. There's a team's load heading out and back out of Newark. Now that's $9,000 in 4 days. That's a little bit better than what those contracts are paying. Now I'm curious, where are we going? Yeah, that's kind of a long haul, but that's typical for a team's week-long tour. You will put in some miles on these things, and we did a few of them, and you do generate a lot of revenue in a very short period of time, but your fuel consumption is something else. And so this is going cross country and back, basically in a 4-day period. Anyway, so there is work out of Sacramento, but as you can see, there's quite a few teams. There aren't really as many solo options as there were a couple days ago. There's a load going to Vegas, which could be a tough run right now, especially if the route is to go over the Donner Pass and around behind Reno to get there. That could be a tough drive right now. And so, very good point on the weather. Anyway, that's it for right now, guys. I don't unload till 8, so I'm gonna, now that the cab's all nice and toasty and warm, I'm gonna try and get a few more Z's in. Hope you guys have a good night, a good day, and safe travels, especially if you're out there on the West Coast. There's some weather there, and it's gonna continue through the weekend. Thanks for watching.